Good morning, welcome to my channel, and welcome to another video. Let's talk about it. So guys, today we're going to be talking about Tannea. We're going to be talking about a situation that has been on my mind dealing with this girl for quite some time. Now, I've watched her over the last probably year and a half go back and forth with Keontae, have several kids, do everything but be the mother that she should be, being a single mother, let me be specific, and provide for her children, parent her children, foster healthy relationships with the fathers of her children, and the likes. So first of all, the thing that has bothered me coming with Tanae was this SA situation. Now, Tanae says that she, went through a situation like this as a child, and that bringing it up to her mom instead of her mama kind of advocating for her, she really was upset, more so, I guess, to have to face the situation, right? So then, fast forward, we move to the situation of baby father number one. Now, I'm not sure if she was trying to accuse him because I don't have the actual receipts for that, but there was a SA situation mentioned in an argument with someone, and it had something directly or indirectly to do with him. Now, I don't know if she was trying to say that he tried to do that to her or that he tried to do it to someone else or something dealing with the kids, because he is the father of the triplets. That is the guy that you see pictured above to the right with the dark clothes on and the shades, okay? Now, remember when she got mad at Keontae, and especially when Keontae was in the hotel with that girl? I think I did a video on it. It's still on my channel. She mentioned that at this time as well. She tried to say that something about Keontae and an SA situation. Right? Now, this is the third mention. Then there was apparently a situation dealing with her brother. I have not spoken on that before because I had no knowledge of it before doing the research for this. But apparently she outed that he may have been the victim of something like this. So where am I going with this? One thing that I know is when it comes to people who have been victimized in one way or another, it doesn't even matter what type of victimization, they usually shy away from things, people, and situation that could create a new level of victimization for them or the people that they love. I'm starting to question her honesty, because for her to say that this guy could be a person that could commit certain acts, I'm talking about Keontae right now. She puts everything on Keontae when it comes to the kids, and then, just the whole way that she's handled him to try to control and manipulate him. But then she goes back and immediately deals back with him when she feels that she can get what she wants from him, right? Now, I don't know about her childhood in that situation. I'm just going to assume it happened because she said it. So I'm going to operate in this video that way. I would think that if she felt Keontae had the ability to do that, she wouldn't be so trusting when it comes to the kids. She wouldn't, especially her triplets, put them in his care. She would not have conducted herself intimately with him the way that she has. She's been very open, vocal, and really explosive about some of the things that they have done and do. And then the first baby's father, now he's been in their life. He knows who they are. She has dealt with him and his family in some aspect of that. But the interesting thing was, I remember when she said that her and Keontae has been together since childhood. He was her high school sweetheart. But then I found this. Now this is Tannea at graduation and her first baby father. Now, if this is baby daddy number one at her graduation, where did the high school sweetheart thing come from with Keontae? It seemed like she was selling us on a story, and she gave us the description that she wanted us to believe. Clearly, he wasn't her high school sweetheart if she was making babies with this young man around graduation time. That don't mean that she didn't go back and forth with the two, but I'm just roll with me for a minute. Now, another thing was the fact of her basically making Keontae daddy of everybody. Now, I understand that when you get into a new relationship and a man takes on a active role, obviously he does, especially once he becomes your husband and all of those things, he does become daddy to the kids. But she pretty much said that this father was not in these kids' life. Now, what I do know is that obviously this is him with two of the triplets, so he had triplets. He knows, his mother knows. She has acknowledged the kids on her social media several times. All the things. Now, what the reason I'm bringing this up is because of the manipulation factor. I think that Tannea has been very successful manipulating Keontae. Keontae loves those children very much, and she's going to do what she has to do to work her manipulation in a way that it works for her. And so that means leaving this daddy out, making Keontae number one. But it goes back to my concern about the SA situation, because if there was ever, even for a moment, a thought that Keontae was that kind of guy, why would you put those kids in harm's way and not only keep pushing them into his life, but then using them to manipulate him, right? Especially with that question mark out there. Now, let's be honest. I don't know what happened with this father. I don't know why things have been done like they have been done, nor do I know why we never hear of or see these triplets go and be a part of his life or his mom's life, at least. So I don't know. But I feel like it is a part of a theme, and the theme of this video. She is a master manipulator. She is a liar. She is a user. She does whatever she needs to do and uses these kids as a means to an end to get what she wants. And when I say get what she wants, it could be just a manipulation of whomever, or it could be money. It could be anything, because one thing that Keontae does is rise to the occasion of these kids. Now, if she really had all of these SA type of situations in her life and they were harmful and hurtful to her, why on earth, number one, was she out her situation or her brother's situation, if there was one? And I'm going to say alleged because I don't know. Why was she even out it? Because I'm sure it's sensitive, and it's even more taboo when it comes to boys. You know what I'm saying? It's hard for them to accept. A lot of time it's even more so embarrassing. Like, why would you put that out there? And I think that's what her and her cousin got into it about. Like, why are you putting this boy's business out there? So, guys, I'm coming to you with all of this to ask a question. I'd like you guys to consider the information that I've given you. The fact that Tannea has used this um, defaming situation against several people. The way that she manipulates not only Keontae, but her supporters, anybody that she wants something from. And the second that they start to ask for too much from her, like her mom did, she basically removes herself from the situation or just says no and just let the punches roll. Now, mind you, she's got furniture, she's got all type of things at her mother's house and refuses to go get them because it does not work with her agenda. Now she's coming again accusing her mother of advances toward her twin's father, and she's bringing up, her childhood situation and all of this again to paint a picture in a way that benefits her, to provoke emotion in people. I feel like Tannea has used both of these men in the way that she needs to. Now, this first father, may not be what he was supposed to be. Maybe he didn't provide adequately. Maybe he wasn't around. Maybe he, did something hurtful or whatever to cause her to push him to the side. Or maybe he just wasn't a person that would be a dummy to her, that she couldn't control in the way she wanted to, like she could Keontae. I'm not sure how old this image is, but I know that this obviously is the triplets and their father at a family reunion. So at some point in time, they've been a part of his life. But like I said, things and people change, so that could be why the circumstance changed. But I know that she never brings that into the picture. And quite frankly, with her actions recently, taking Keontae from the girls as a father, this would have avoided that if she makes sure that they have the ability to understand that they have somebody who loves them. As a matter of fact, recently one of the triplets said that you just want the boys, you don't want us no more. They don't understand that the reason things are kind of being how they are is because Keontae is in a new relationship and they are not his blood. Not to mention, she has limited his access because she can't use him now the way she could use him before. So, guys, tell me what you think. Do you think that she's probably pushed the narrative of Keontae being sole father because it allows her more ways to manipulate him? And the SA accusations are just that. Now, I'm just speaking of things from her adult life. I'm not going into her childhood. We're just not even going to go there because it was brought up for context, but it doesn't really affect this, question that I'm asking you all. But tell me what you think. Do you think maybe she did that because she's, just a master? She's a master manipulator, and using Keontae was more financially viable for her than having this man, and that's why she did not include him in the narrative of her channels and things. Having more people to help her makes less people available to her as somebody to use. What do you guys think? Do you think that, her saying, which is what I already had thought, but this just kind of brings it a little more home for me. Her saying the thing she said about Keontae was just because she was angry, that he has never presented himself in that manner, and that's why she consistently relied on him up until this point. Only time she's ever questioned or told the kids not to refer to him as daddy or anything was after he, solidified his relationship with Bubbles. Do you guys think that she uses this ruse, this SA ruse, as a way to manipulate? Whether it's to uh, make people think they're bad so that she can act like, she doesn't have this resource anymore. Which, let's be honest, she should definitely be taking care of her own damn kids. That just goes without saying. But I just feel like a person that has such a involved relationship with negative trauma, they don't they don't put themselves in positions and around people where they consistently have these situations. She said that her mom put her and her brother in harm's way when it came to that. Why would she even consider going to live with her? That's still her mom. That goes without saying. But leaving her kids there unattended, putting herself in a position that she can't even come to her mom's house while her kids is there, and then really having to have the police get involved before she went and got her kids. Like, that's a big deal. Do you guys think that she's using this to lie and this is just her way of manipulation, or that there may be some truth in her story? Because with me looking at all these little pieces of a puzzle, when I put them all together, it just looks like bullshit. And so the question that I have for you guys today, I say all of this to ask that question. What do you think? Looking at Tannea, the things you've seen, and then the things I presented here, do you think that this is just a ruse and a means to an end for her? Or do you think that there is some truth in the stories that she has told? I can't say truth in the lies because I'm asking you guys for your input before I make my final decision, which, I'm leaning to lie, but I just want more input because, sometimes you have to do a system of checks and balances, even on yourself, when you're looking at a bunch of information, just to make sure you're not jaded. So tell me what you guys think. Do you think that maybe she's told some lies? There is a dad out there. Now, I don't know where he is today, what he's got going on today, because I think he's a guy who may have had issues in the past. I do remember seeing a post that his mom put up about him, that he may have had some challenges in life. So there could be that as to why he's not an active role in the triplets' life. And I think that at one time he was paying child support, but that doesn't mean he was still, accepting the role as dad. So tell me what you guys think. We'll definitely continue this conversation in the comments. I know this is a lot. I hope that you guys were able to follow me. If you have any additional questions, do not hesitate to ask. But I just really want to know, what you guys think. I value your opinion. I enjoyed the conversation and commentary and dialogue that we have here on the channel. And I want to make sure that I'm looking at it the way that it should be considered. So, let me know. We will talk about it down below. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.